This is how you play Catch the Wind by Donovan. This is a very nice and easy one with only 3 main chords. It's in the key of E major, and the 3 main chords you're doing are E major, A major, and B major. There's a small section, the DDD section, that I'll go over later that dips into a couple of other chords. But if you know these 3 chords, you'll know the whole piece. You're actually mainly flicking between E major and A major, like that. And then occasionally going to B major, then back to, and then A, B, A, very nice and fun one to play. It's kind of similar to Don't Think Twice, It's Alright, that we did a couple of weeks ago, in that it's a folk kind of one. You can be a bit loose with it. You can strum the keys almost. The same technique that I was going through in the last video. Also, this song is basically back-to-back, verse by verse, and between each verse, because it's a folk song, it's pretty loose in terms of what Donovan does. Same way between the verses of Don't Think Twice, It's Alright. I'll go through the verse melody here with you, the basic verse melody, so you get that in your head. Once you know that verse melody, it's kind of up to you what you want to do with the piece then after that. So it starts off like this. That's the B major. And then that's the end of the verse melody. And this is where he kind of depends on what he does, but sometimes I do this little riff at the end of each verse. Which is effectively the same chords we've been playing, so it just goes, you're on E major, then it goes A major, back to E major, and then B major. Pausing there before going into the second verse or the next verse. That little melody riff that I'm playing with the right hand is but you can improvise as much as you want. So that's the left hand and the right hand together, just playing block chords in the left hand and sticking with the basic right hand melody before you want to add anything to it. So with this piece, I'm kind of doing that same left hand trick that everyone who's watched the channel already knows how to play. It's this Alberti bass type of thing. It's effectively just arpeggiating the left hand. You can decide how you want to play the left hand to your own ability. So if you want to just stick to block chords, and a level up from block chords is just kind of moving around your fingers a bit while you're playing the chord. Go and watch the video down in the description if you haven't seen that yet. It's a 4-minute video, I think, just telling you a technique you can use on this piece and all other pieces you're really learning. So with the right hand, to not keep it as basic as that, I usually tend to add in a couple of notes that I'm already playing with the left hand to the right hand melody. So I'm just adding in an E note here and playing the melody with my little finger to beef it up a bit. And as we're playing the B major chord, I'm just filling it out with the right hand. So you can play any note that is B, D sharp, F sharp, and B. I like to keep this piece very simple and not do too much to it. Like the melody itself and the simplicity of it is what makes it really good in general. So we're just going to go to the D bit. This is after one of the verses before he sings "When the rain has hung the leaves with tears." So those chords starts with A major. You're playing an A note here. Then it goes to G sharp minor. You're playing a G sharp note with the right hand here. Then it goes to A major on the left hand. And you're kind of following the melody with your right hand here. It just kind of goes down. Then it goes up to an F sharp major on the left hand here. Then you finish on B major here. And you can do that thing again when you go with the piano. Then it just goes into the next verse. Then it goes into the harmonica solo. And with that, I tend to just play the exact same verse, but maybe jazz it up a bit more with the left hand. The harmonica just basically follows the same vocal melody to a certain extent, but just improvises it a bit. So you can have a bit of fun with that. I'd say because the piano is just so much more different than the harmonica, do a piano version as opposed to just try and replicate the harmonica. That's what I think anyway. And then it finishes with... You can end on E major here. That's the whole piece. So keep it simple. Have fun with that. If you want to download a free chord guide, you can. That might help you with chords in general and knowing your scales and just going through any other tutorial as well. It's kind of a handy document to have on hand. It will give you all the notes of each key, the scale, common chords of each key, all that kind of stuff. So download that. It's free in the description now. And aside from that, I'm doing one-on-one piano tuition. So if you want to book a class with me, you can. Calendar details are down below in the description. But yeah, hope that helps, and let me know how you get on and let me know what you want to see next.